Engage! Hello everyone, it's thomasjujube, and it has been a minute since I've done an unboxing on here for a couple of reasons, one of which I'll get into later, but I'll get into the first one right now. Well, actually, this is the second point right now, and it's that I think Gozyuger is really cool. The aesthetics, the Tegasword is really cool, and I've never done like an off-the-bat Sentai unboxing. Like I've done Rider a few times, but I've waited a bit to get Sentai stuff like this thing. I waited a couple months, so I got it cheap, and obviously there's no unboxing video of it because of that. But the Tegasword stuff is really cool, so I'm like, you know what? Let's get it. So here it is. Plus this is the special. There's two versions of this going around. Let me open it and talk. So there's like a normal retail one, which is okay, you can get just Tegasword and the red rings. That's the main set. Then there's another set, which is Tegasword, the red rings, and the 5 other DX Sentai rings, or 4, sorry, other DX Sentai rings, which is King Oger, boonboomger, Ryu Soldier, Dawn Brothers. And then it comes with the buckle and Zyuranger. But I opted for this, which is a Toys R Us exclusive set, so I had to go through some other sellers to get this one. And it comes with the red rings and the 5 Gozyuger rings. Because I just wanted the 5 Gozyuger rings off the bat, because black and green aren't being released until March, end of March. And I wanted them now, and this was a way to get them now, so I figured this is the way I'm going to get them. And then both sets exclusively come with the Zyuranger ring and the buckle, which is weird. I don't know why they didn't just sell the buckle on its own, because it's the only way to get that in the Zyuranger ring. So it's like if you're collecting rings in any way, you're going to get a set, right? Because you want the Zyuranger ring. Weird. Okay, there we go. Here's Tegasword. They all come with a big size ring. So I could just hold this up. What am I doing? So that's really cool. I think like Bandai usually does not really cater to adult fans, at least in like the retail stuff. Maybe Premium Bandai. I think it's really cool they're releasing these bigger ring sizes. Even though they don't seem to be DX compatible, but hey, it's fine. Okay, yeah, so I am not small enough to have the small one go on my finger. It goes on my pinky fine. I think the big ones are too big. Yeah, the big one's a little too big. It kind of hangs out a bit. But I can get it on my ring finger with that one. Oh, my blade's already bent. That's unlucky. It's okay. I could just hair dry it back. Oh dear. The size of this thing has been a debate on the last few days on Twitter. I guess I am too big for once to put a Sentai toy on my hand. A lot of people have been saying like, oh, it's a kid's toy, you know, it makes sense that it's small, which is true, but I'm able to wear this kid's toy as an adult. My Seiza Blaster's over there, and I'm able to wear that comfortably as well. I guess they just shrunken down the size of the handles recently. I kind of wonder if it's because they had the size to change a specific way to be like DX mecha size, because it's almost the exact same size as Bundario. So I think they wanted to stick in that size class. So the changer's sized this way, and now the handle is sized this way. So been a hot debate about a memorial toy coming out. Like we'll probably get a memorial toy already next year because that's what they've been doing recently. Which is just a weird Bandai practice. I personally, I wanted this out of the gate because I think the changer being the mecha is so cool, and I only had to buy one thing, and I got 2 of the big Sentai roleplay items for the year. So that's kind of why I went and got this. So, I think it has batteries in it. There we go. I'm gonna take my boom boom changer off because I don't need it anymore. We're leaving it in the past. Engage. Ooh. Okay, so the motion sensor is not too bad. I can do the kind of... I do kind of wish they didn't do a motion sensor. I get why they did it to do the clapping, but last time they did a motion sensor with it was 2 Kaiser's Geardlinger, the DX one, and that was really bad in hindsight. So I don't know why they decided to go with it again. Granted, this one seems a little better. I don't know how to describe it because the 2 Kaiser one was kind of like you do a little bit of anything, and it's kind of whatever. And even like that one was meant to be like hitting a thing as well, and it wasn't activating half the time. This one's doing that a little better. Finish what? Anyways. I think it's really funny that's a sound in here, but that's a toy that's releasing in like a month or 2 or something. No, not a month, like over a month, because next month is still green and black. We know it's coming out next month. So if you didn't know, they're planning, we've gotten some leaks, that Wolf DeCaliber is going to be a different, it's going to be Red's own personal weapon. But like that means they're using the same ring combo pin system. I just think it's kind of funny that like it's in here with this ring, but this isn't the ring that's going to be getting that. It's a little... So the one thing that's like a little... not disappointing, a little weird with this is that they're not really, they didn't seem to really give too many sounds in this thing because we've gotten leaks, and it's basically just like the 5 Gozyugers, they're 5 mecha, 50 Sentai, and like 3 extra sounds or something like that. So, I mean, not a huge deal because they are going to release other things that will probably read differently. It's just you can already kind of feel the limitations where this thing is already, or the first red special power item thing is going to have the same sounds as this, but it's also supposed to be a mecha because you're getting parts to put on this. So I don't know. Speaking of being a mecha, I'm going to do this right now with the sound. Let's see if I can transform it in time. That wasn't too bad. Oh, I wish there was a little like fanfare at the end. That feels like it should be in there. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Granted, I have seen a bunch of reviews, so I kind of already had the transformation memorized. So maybe I'm cheating a little bit. This is cool. Oh, I even had a... I like the motion sensor makes them walk a bit, or it gives some walking sounds. I mean, I really like, again, I already mentioned, like, I love the gimmick of this being the changer turning into this guy. And actually, after seeing episode 1, the fact that now we know that this, what I'm doing right now, holding this, is canon in the show. Like, they do hold, well, the Tegasword changer actually opens up, and they're actually transforming it into the toy, which they hold in the mecha. That's really cool. Like, it makes this a lot more fun. Like, this is now a prop from the show, in addition to being a cool little action figure. And then... And I like that it really plays into the gimmick as well, with like the rings being faces for the Rangers, and then they make a face on the mecha. I can do this. I don't have anything else. So here's the thing with the other weapons. I did not pre-order them. Everything you see right now is the only thing I've gotten on pre-order right now. I do want to get the rest of this toy line to an extent, at least stuff in the show. Like, I didn't get a bunch of the Sentai gears. Go watch my Zenkaiger video if you want to know, like, all the Zenkaiger stuff I got. I kind of want to do the same thing here. I want, like, at least the 50 Sentai rings and the weapons, too, because I do love the idea of the weapons, even if they look kind of as weapons, as toys. I love that they connect to the mecha. I think that's really cool. Like, I love this whole idea that's going on here. I just didn't kind of want to buy them now because they're kind of expensive for what they are. And I think they're going to get cheaper later. So I'll probably do a bigger unboxing later. I might get a couple Sentai rings along the way because I've got like a couple things on pre-order that I'll just ship with them probably. I don't know if there'll be videos on here because the other reason I haven't done an unboxing in a while is just that unboxings here don't really get a lot of views. And I don't do this all for the views, but you know, I kind of have to take the views into account at some point. And unboxings are kind of the thing that people don't seem to enjoy watching on my channel, which isn't going to stop me from filming them here, but maybe they'll stop me from uploading them and keeping them Patreon or member exclusive. So if you'd like to see any of my unboxings for the rest of the time, definitely check out, consider becoming a member, or make sure these get views, get them out there, and I mean, if this gets 1 million views, of course, I'll never stop making unboxings, but, no, please don't awaken. Alright, I accidentally popped his arm off. How do I get you back to normal, big dog? Is it like this? Okay, it looks like it's supposed to be like this, but then the clip is on the wrong way. I'm gonna turn you off. Do I really need to get your stupid instruction sheet? I know how this transforms. I did it. But let me just, I can show you the twisty. thomasjujube twisty. That sounds weird. Let's not say that ever again. Yeah, Sentai rings are cool. I like these. I look forward to collecting 50 of these. Actually, that's the other weird thing too. Like, there's no Akiba Ranger in here. There's no like generic Super Sentai, no generic Kamen Rider sound. I don't know. It's weird. Let's do not Tai as Morph. Engage. Kuwagata Oja! This bent blade is kind of annoying me a lot. I know it's fixable, but I'm looking at it and like... I like that they gave the Sentai rings their own unique jingle, and like finish sound, kinda, sorta. But the other thing that Dawn Brothers and King Gozyuger don't do, sorry, not King Gozyuger, Zenkaiger, is have the, like, the rings for the Sentai look completely different than the rings for the normal Rangers, right? So I think that's a cool little thing. Like, I think Sentai rings might be like the... I don't know, because I like Sentai gears a lot. But I kind of want to say these might be like the best evolution of legendary Sentai gimmicks so far. If you couldn't tell, this thing will auto-transform. Actually, let me show it off with red. I did not hit the button at all. It just transforms automatically. So that's a really fascinating, like... I don't know why they did that. Because every other Sentai Rider roleplay toy, Bandai roleplay toys, really, will do like a 30-second, I think, loop of any standby that it does before stopping, and then waits for you to hit the button. This just does standby for like a set amount of time, and then auto does it. So I'm really curious what made them decide. I have to assume it's like a memory thing or something. I guess they must not have had, I guess because of the size of this thing, here's my theory now. They must not have been able to put too much like memory or something in here. So that's why the sound selection's kind of limited. And that's why the standby is like cuts itself off, because they can't keep it can't remember that you're in a standby mode for so long. And even with the motion sensor too, because it is I guess relatively small because it has to be a thin mecha. That's my big not really a conspiracy theory, that's my educated guess based on my knowledge of programming and toys and stuff like that. Here's all my other rings, because I decided to get the Ranger ring sets, because I wanted to do all the Ranger transformations over the, basically, because if you get this set, you get, green and black a month early, but if you get the other set, you get Ryu Soldier and Dawn Brothers a month early. So it's kind of up to what you prioritize getting a month early, because you can get, obviously I got a boonboomger and King Gozyuger separately because they're also out now, and you can get blue and yellow separately because they're out now. So I don't know, a very interesting way they split it up. I do know why they did it, because it's to pair with the toys. I guess it's just kind of, I think it does kind of make it cool, like you can pick what set you want depending on, do you like old Sentai more, or do you like having all the Rangers now? It is kind of funny in the grand scheme of things, no matter what set you're picking, you are getting basically the same sounds again out of your extra rings. It's again just, do you prefer the Sentai ring sounds or these Ranger sounds? I kind of prefer these. Loud. I didn't know it was gonna be that loud. Also, I've neglected to mention. Oops. Okay, I keep forgetting before. There's a few things I'm forgetting to mention. Has anyone else noticed that if I'm like, okay, that half the time if I'm putting a ring in, it's doing the motion sensor, like right before the transformation sound. There you go. I don't know. It's just weird. Also, these all have their own, like, different part of the standby. I don't know how many people have noticed that. Because I'm clapping. I'm doing the actual clap, and you can't really notice that. But if you leave it alone... Yeah, very different sound. For black. That's just a horse, not a unicorn. So these will just trigger the transformation. They're hand mode, so these get like a little extra functionality. I guess that's why they locked them to the weapons, because these are gonna have they have unique finishers and they do different things in both modes. Whereas everything else will do the same thing in both modes. I forgot to... not that I mind, because it makes sense. These are... The mecha rings are meant for both modes. These aren't. And it kind of gives a fun effect in this mode. Like, this looks like a... I've seen some mentions, like, the time machine from Geo, or like a diver suit. Like, this looks like a mechanical kind of thing. So, if you want my recommendation, I think it's cool. And if you think it looks cool, then by all means you can get it on various other tokusatsu merch websites. And grab a couple Sentai rings while you're at it. They're pretty cheap and they give you a little extra functionality. I do probably plan to pick up more of these, but whether or not they get to be made into videos on here remains to be seen. So make sure you check out my Patreon or become a member here. And if you want to hear my thoughts on Gozyuger, you can check out my episode 1 for free. It's out there. And I have another video planned on the way talking about, this is a little bit relevant. I won't spoil it. I think I might have a preview up on Patreon now as well. So make sure you check all that out or just subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you next time.